Do you know what's scarier than the Grand Line? The fact that Netflix is already planting Season 3 seeds inside Season 2, right in front of us. Because there's one casting choice that basically screams, this villain is here, but they're not telling you how yet. And when you combine that with one tiny line from Oda himself, it points to a Season 2 ending that's going to hit like a cannonball. I'll tell you what it is at number 1. But first, welcome to 8 One Piece Season 2 theories that will blow your mind. And we're doing this countdown style. Number 8 to number 1, escalating into pure chaos. And for every single theory, I'm giving you 4 things. 1, the clue. 2, what it could mean. 3, the strongest counterpoint. 4, a confidence meter so we're not just making stuff up. All right, rapid fire setup. Season 2 is officially titled One Piece Into the Grand Line, and it hits Netflix March 10th, 2026. We've also been officially teased locations like Reverse Mountain and Twin Capes, Laboon, Whiskey Peak, Little Garden, and Drum Island. And we know Baroque Works is coming in hot. Now let's get into the theories. Number 8, Loguetown is going to be way bigger than people expect. Clue, Netflix officially announced casting for Smoker, Toshigi, Dragon, and even Ipponmatsu, characters who are heavily tied to the Loguetown part of the story. What it could mean? Season 2 doesn't casually stop by Loguetown. It opens with it like a pressure cooker. Think, a bigger marine presence, a more intense chase vibe, and a major the world is larger than you think moment right out of the gate. Also, casting Dragon this early suggests they want the political side of One Piece to feel real, not just pirates having fun. Strongest counterpoint? Dragon could be an ultra-short cameo, like a blink-and-you-miss-it silhouette, so Loguetown might still be a quick stop. Confidence meter, high. You don't cast that specific cluster of characters unless Loguetown is doing real work in the season. And if that's the opener, the next theory explains who might replace Garp as the season-long threat. Number 7, Smoker becomes the persistent hunter of Season 2. Clue. Smoker and Toshigi aren't just one-episode characters in the broader story, and Netflix announcing both together feels intentional. What it could mean? Season 2 may use Smoker as the new pressure line across multiple islands, like a shadow that follows the Straw Hats into the Grand Line. Season 1 benefited from having a consistent force chasing the crew. Season 2 might do the same thing, but with Smoker as the guy who never lets the crew breathe. Strongest counterpoint. The show could compress the Grand Line events so hard that Smoker only matters in Loguetown, then disappears until later seasons. Confidence meter, medium. The casting supports it, but we haven't been shown footage of a season-long pursuit yet. Now, if Smoker is the hunter, then Baroque Works is the trap. And the teaser basically confirms the next one. Number 6, Season 2 is structured like an assassin gauntlet. Clue, the Season 2 teaser frames the villains as a pack of assassins known as Baroque Works, and it spotlights a bunch of agents. Mr. 3, Mr. 5, Miss Valentine, Mr. 9, Miss Golden Week, Miss Wednesday, and Miss All Sunday. What it could mean. The season is built like a countdown inside the countdown. Each new island is a new mission, and each mission introduces a themed agent designed to exploit a weakness, strength, trust, hunger, ego, fear, whatever. That's high-retention storytelling because it creates a repeating engine. Arrive, something feels off, the trap snaps shut, escape, new clue, next island. It's basically the Grand Line as a conveyor belt of you thought you were safe. Cute. Strongest counterpoint. Live-action adaptations love combining characters. So multiple agents could be merged, or their appearances could be shorter than fans expect. Confidence meter, high. The teaser is literally selling the season on Baroque Works is everywhere. And speaking of everywhere, the next clue is a character casting that doesn't make sense unless Season 2 is hiding a whole extra storyline. Number 5, we're getting an Alabasta Plot before the Straw Hats even arrive. Clue, Netflix's official cast list includes Nefertari Cobra and Igaram, which is a huge deal, because that suggests the story isn't only following the Straw Hats island to island. What it could mean, Season 2 might copy one of Season 1's smartest moves, cross-cutting. So while the Straw Hats are dealing with Baroque Works attacks in the wild, we cut to a royal storyline where the audience learns the political stakes first. That would do 2 things. It makes the world feel bigger than Crew of 5, and it turns Baroque Works from random villains into an organization with actual reach and consequence. Basically, the Straw Hats are walking into a storm, and we're watching the storm form in real time. Strongest counterpoint. Cobra and Igaram could be a final episode tag, like here's what's coming next instead of a real recurring plot line. Confidence meter, medium high. The casting is too specific to be nothing, and season 1 already proved the show likes expanding the world. Now if you're thinking, okay, so what's the emotional core of season 2? That brings us to a certain blue-nosed reindeer boy hybrid. Number 4, Chopper isn't just joining, he's the season's emotional climax. Clue, Netflix has confirmed Tony Chopper is in season 2, and that Michaela Hoover is doing voice and facial capture for him, meaning he's not just a background CGI mascot. He's being treated like a full performance. What it could mean, Drum Island isn't just another stop, it's where the season makes you feel things. If Chopper is facial capture performance-driven, they're going for real micro-expressions, real vulnerability, real I didn't sign up to cry about a tiny doctor energy. And if Drum Island is the emotional peak, then everything before it is basically a ramp. Baroque Works pressure, survival chaos, then a story about healing. Strongest counterpoint, they could still keep Chopper's screen time tight and save the heavy emotional stuff for later seasons. Confidence meter, high. Facial capture is not what you do for a cameo. That's what you do for a character you plan to use. Now we go from emotional damage to something that's just plain impossible unless Netflix is committing to the wildest visuals One Piece has. Number 3, Little Garden is the we're not holding back flex. Clue, Season 2's official location reveals include Little Garden, and Netflix also announced casting for Dory and Brogy, 2 giants tied to that arc. And the official description leans into the prehistoric insanity. Dinosaurs, volcanoes, the whole thing. What it could mean. This is Netflix saying, yeah, we can do the weird stuff. Because Little Garden isn't just a jungle, it's an effects test. If they nail giants and dinosaurs and the scale of that island, then the show has basically proven it can handle the bigger, later arcs without shrinking them down into something boring. Also, there's a sneaky storytelling bonus. Giants are living history in One Piece. So Little Garden can quietly set up future lore drops, names, legends, places that won't pay off for a long time. Strongest counterpoint, it's possible Little Garden is shortened dramatically with fewer creatures shown to keep budget and time under control. Confidence meter, medium. The location is confirmed, but we don't know how far they'll push the visuals until we see full scenes. Now here's where things get spicy, because the teaser isn't just showing action, it's showing how Baroque Works is going to play with the crew. Number 2, Baroque Works isn't targeting Luffy, they're targeting the crew's human parts. Clue, in the Season 2 teaser, Miss All Sunday hits Luffy with a line that feels like the mission statement. You might think you're unstoppable, but your friends aren't made of rubber. What it could mean? Season 2's big theme is vulnerability. Not can Luffy punch harder, but can Luffy protect people who don't bounce back? That line tells you the show wants to weaponize the crew dynamic, split them up, exhaust them, force choices, make every win cost something. It also hints the fights might be less big anime brawl and more assassination chess, where the real threat is timing, traps, and collateral. Strongest counterpoint, trailers exaggerate tone. The show could still keep a lighter, adventure-first vibe even if the villains talk like they're in a thriller. Confidence meter, high. That line is too specific to be throwaway. It's telling you how this season will hurt. Now before we hit number 1, we need to talk about the one detail everyone missed. Because once you notice it, the entire Season 2 endgame becomes obvious. The one detail everyone missed. In a letter shared during production updates, Oda teased the story coverage for Season 2. And the list is very specific. Loguetown, then Reverse Mountain and Twin Capes, then Whiskey Peak, then Little Island, then Drum Island. Notice what's not on that list. That's not a random omission, that's a boundary line. Meaning Season 2 likely stops before the next major saga fully pays off, which means the writers have one job: make the finale feel like a punch without finishing the war. And that is where the final theory comes in. Because there's one villain casting that makes perfect sense and no sense at all, unless the finale is about a reveal. Number 1, the real Season 2 finale is the Mr. Zero reveal, and they're hiding it on purpose. Clue, Netflix's official cast announcements list Joe Manganiello as Mr. Zero and Lara Abova as Miss All Sunday. Not the names casual viewers would instantly recognize, code names. Also, the Season 2 teaser shows a bunch of Baroque Works agents, but it does not center the boss. It's all the hands, not the puppet master. What it could mean? Season 2 ends with the organization's true shape snapping into focus. Like this. The Straw Hats survive the islands. They realize this wasn't random. Someone has been coordinating everything. And then the season hits you with the final shot. Mr. Zero. Not a full war arc. A reveal arc. A you've been fighting the fingers, now meet the hand moment. And if the show keeps using Mr. Zero instead of the more famous villain name in official materials, that could be Netflix deliberately preserving a reveal for live-action-only viewers. Strongest counterpoint, the casting is public. Fans already know who Mr. Zero is, so Netflix might not bother hiding it and could show him openly from episode 1. Confidence meter, medium-high. Because even if we know, the show still cares about how the story feels to first-time watchers. And the teaser's focus on agents over leadership is a choice. And those are my 8 Season 2 theories. Now I want you to tell me, which one do you actually believe, and which one sounds insane, but you secretly want it to be true? Because if number 1 hits the way I think it's gonna hit, Season 2's finale won't just end an arc, it'll light the fuse for everything after it.